You are on an island where you are very welcome. Very welcome, I tell you. Very important that you know that. And you know, I like to say that because it is so often that people visit strange places. And when they do, one of the questions in their minds, how are the people there? What about the people there? How do they feel about us coming to the country? Well, guys, there's no need for you to feel. There's no need for you to wonder. We want you here. We're happy to have you here. We love showing off and sharing our island with you. And that's simply what it's all about. Did you guys hear me? Yeah! Now, but guess what else? I don't want you to say yes, and I don't want you to say yeah. There's two new Bahamian phrases I'm going to teach you right now. One of them is, yeah, man. Yeah! And we call everybody man. Everybody, even the women, man. Alright, the other one is, now this is only referred to the guys, alright? Yeah, my buddy. Yeah, my it's just like you're saying your buddy. But you say, yeah, my buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Now you sound like me. That's a good thing. Man, listen, you've been up a long time, but you're going to have a good time. That's right. You're going to have a good time, man. You ready for that? All right, then. But hey, it's never a boring ride with me. It's never a boring ride with me. So as we make our way to our destination, let's talk a little bit about Grand Bahama. What makes up the Bahamas? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Now, it is 700 islands. Before I get into that, let me tell you a little bit about this area. This island is considered the industrial capital. This area is comprised of, to our left, our fuel farm, which supplies the island with gasoline, diesel fuel, and so on. We pay $4.57 for a gallon of gasoline. So when you guys go home, fill your cars and stop complaining. All right. Yeah, stop complaining. If you look to the far left of us, you have the Freeport Container Port Transshipping Point. That's to the far left of us, the container point. Container vessels from all over the world come into this service before going on to its final destination. If you look to the far left of us again, you have the Grand Bahama Shipyard. As you can see, that's Disney's dream. That's literally up out of the water, having work done to it at the Grand Bahama Shipyard. That's what's happening there. Norwegian, All-American, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, World Disney, they all come here. Now major work done to the vessels at the Grand Bahama Shipyard. To our immediate left here is Bradford Marine. They repair like sailboats and yachts. That is what they do there. And if you look over here to the right, this is an oil storage facility. No guys, we don't produce any crude oil, but because of its close proximity to where a lot of it goes, the storage facility was put here during the 1960s. It's called Balco, and that is to our immediate right. Over here to your left, this is our power plant. These guys do a very good job of keeping the power going. The only problem I have with them, they charge us a little bit too much, those crooks. Crook. Yeah. Don't you agree? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, crooks. Now, as we drive along, though, we've been driving by some of our business districts, residential areas, making our way into Lucaya. Man, listen, you're gonna love it. Look to our right for a minute. That is Pharmacam Technologies. What is it? It's a pharmaceutical company. They came here in 1968. Now, today's date, that company plays a pivotal role throughout the world, literally. How do they do that? They manufacture the antiviral drug for the AIDS vaccine, the active ingredient for leave, birth control, among other things, all at a facility called Pharmacam. And that is what goes on there. Now, what makes up the Bahamas? 700 islands, 2,000 keys and rocks. 36 of the islands is inhabited. Grand Bahama is the fourth largest and the second most developed, being 96 miles long from east to west, 17 miles wide from north to south. We have about 55,000 people here on this island. And as I just showed you, the island is known and is considered and is the industrial capital of the Bahamas. Indeed. For the time that you're here, let me tell you what to expect. Guys, as you move around, Bahamians are people like this. They will say, good morning, good afternoon, how you doing, how may I help? Hey baby, hey honey, hey sugar, hey darling, hey sweetie, hey beautiful. Ladies, you gotta hear it. That's how Bahamians are. They will not run, walk, or fly by you unless they speak to you. You follow me here? Alright then. We say it's God's bread. Speak to people, man. Alright? Secondly, we move slow. And that aggravates the hell out of a lot of you. Because where you're from, you're so used to that, gotta go, rush, gotta go. But I warn you now, you attempt to rush a Bahamian, whatever he or she is doing, they'll come to a complete stop and they'll start all over again on you. We have 2 speeds in this country, slow and stop. So I'm going to warn you now, do not rush a Bahamian around. For the time that you're here, I want you to take it in, I want you to take it easy, I want you to enjoy yourselves, I want you to have a good time. That's fair enough? Most definitely. Yeah, man? Of course. Listen, you work hard, you pay bills, you make other people rich, often neglecting yourselves. This is your little journey. Love yourself, treat yourself, enjoy yourselves. Does that sound like a plan? Alright then, that don't sound like everybody. Does that sound like a plan? Alright then, well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I always encourage you though, to try the local food. Conch is our national dish. Seafood. Yeah, conch. The conch grows in its shell in abundance in the waters of the Bahamas. One cannot, I tell you, come to the Bahamas, tell someone they've been to the Bahamas if you do not try the conch. The conch is prepared so many ways, you can literally conch yourself out. For example, now listen, on the beach today, they're going to do a conch salad. Now, a bowl of conch salad in one hand and a cold local beer in the other hand. That's what I'm calling a Bahamian thing. The conch salad is prepared raw. Not as it sounds. Oh, not as it sounds. Believe me, it is simply delicious. It's marinated with lime juice. Bell peppers is in there, onions is in there, tomatoes is in there. Sometimes you put a little cucumber. Oh man, to die for. And you got a cold local beer in one hand, you're good to go. You're good to go. Alright? So take advantage of that. You have a couple of local beer. Kalik beer is the oldest beer brewed in the Bahamas 25 years ago in our nation's capital, New Providence. Alright? Here on Grand Bahama, for the past 7.5 going on 8 years, we have a very own brewery. It's called the Bahamian Brewery. They produce Sands beer, High Rock beer, Bushcrack beer, and Strongback Stout. That's some good stuff, man. Don't ask me how I know. And then of course, you have the local mixed drink, which is the Bahama Mama. Now, what's in the Bahama Mama? Yeah, man, let me tell you. Anyway, I'll leave that. A Bahama Mama consists of coconut rum, dark rum, a vanilla-flavored liqueur, pineapple juice, orange juice, and grenadine. That's some good stuff, man. Don't ask me how I know. Now listen to me carefully. It's tropical, it is sweet, it tastes good. But it'll sneak the hell up on you and body slam the hell out of you. You would not know what happened. So listen to me carefully. Make sure you eat before you drink. Hey man. Baby, let me tell you. Some folks told me earlier, I believe a couple of the blow-up motors went in the back. That's why I don't feel it blowing down on you. But it is on, unfortunately. So sorry for that, huh? But don't worry, when you get to the beach, after a couple of Bahama Mamas, you will know the difference. so don't worry about it, all right? Even the AC wouldn't be able to help you, so don't worry about it, baby. All right? My humblest apology, baby. We'll be there momentarily, though, okay?
It's a lot cooler here than it was in the sun.
Hey, Mom.
So definitely, you gotta get yourself some of that good stuff, no doubt about it. Now, where you're going, guys, you'll be able to do yourself some shopping. There's a volleyball court there. There's jet skis on the beach that you can rent. There's a trampoline in the water, but please, no jumping off. It's all right there. Basketball, you know, it's have a good time. Yeah, but make sure you eat before you drink.
Hey, man,
we have about 10 wheelchairs out there. We don't have to use them. Okay? Good. If you look to your left, this is the Circle Mall. Now, it's not as big as what you guys are used to. I can tell you this much. It's big enough to take your money, that's for sure. And you know, it doesn't have to be big to take your money, does it? Hell no. I gotta tell you. This area here is not too far from our downtown area. Now, when you think downtown, banks, department stores, government offices, and all that type of stuff. Downtown, all right?
Make sure you know the laws.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they drove on the right down there.
All right, baby. Now, the tallest building on the island of Grand Bahama is right there to your left. Casa Bahama, built in the 1960s. It's an apartment building. Closed for about 2.5 years, thereabout. Now up for sale. This area here as we approach is called the Mall Drive. Now, if we were to go to our left, that will take us into the heart of downtown Freeport. But the Mall Drive here basically covers the business sector of Grand Bahama. That's what happens here, the Mall Drive. Come on, I want you to take it easy, enjoy yourselves, and, move slow for a while. Listen, I'm a Bahamian man. And we don't rush ourselves around, burning ourselves out. I am not going to burn myself out, hell no. Then when I'm needed to perform important duties, I can't. It ain't happening. 2 speeds, slow and stop. you know it, girl. Oh, you put your hand up, girl. Let me see you. You're going to be all right. Slow and stop, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't burning myself out, hell no. Rome was a building one day. That's what I'm talking about, girl. You got that right. Now we're going on to East Sunrise Highway, guys. East Sunrise Highway here, as we approach, is also referred to as Churches Road. Reason for that? Lots of churches. The Bahamas is a religious nation. Most predominant religion, Baptist. Then comes Anglican, then Catholic, and the list goes on. Quite a number of our schools is in this area you find in the Bahamas. It is mandatory that uniforms be worn in all of our schools here in the Bahamas. A child cannot attend school in this country without uniforms. That's simply the way it is. Now, I mentioned that how many islands makes up the Bahamas. Now, guys, the islands in the Bahamas got its independence from Great Britain on July 10th, 1973. 12:05 a.m., the Union Jack flag came down, the Bahamian flag went up, making the Bahamas an independent nation. Every 5 years is our general election. We have a prime minister, well, actually, we have a governor general, prime minister, deputy prime minister, member of parliament, and the Senate. And that is how our government is made up. As you look at the weather, you find that August in the Bahamas is the hottest time of the year. You talk about 90s up to 103, it can get hot. The hurricane season begins from June 1st to November 30th. The northern Bahamas did not get hit at all from, what's the name of that storm again? Joaquin? I don't like how. Anyway, you find that the central Bahamas got hit more and tremendous damage. You won't believe. But you know the good part about that is? No deaths. No one lost their life as a result. Alright, one guy died after the hurricane, but he was like 98. He told him before he gone, don't worry about me, I'm good. Alright? So his family and all, he lived his life, he told his family, don't worry about me, I'm good. 98 years old? Hell, that's a lot. Indeed. So we thank God for that, indeed. November, December, January, and February months is basically the coldest time of the year. 50s, 60s. Now, if a good cold front comes through, it can get like 38, 39, 40. Some of you may say, well, David, that's not cold. Buddy, I said, you speak for yourself. That's cold. You want to kill me quick? You take me in the cold. 20 minutes and I'll be dead. Cold is something Bahamians cannot deal with. Like the other day, one guy had the nerve to ask me if we had a bobsled team. I put him off the bus. Get out of here, bobsled team. Get out of here, wise guy. Our annual rainfall is 50 to 60 inches. That's our annual rainfall. 50 to 60 inches. September is the rainiest month of them all. And that's how you have it weather-wise here in our beautiful country. Now, you're going to hear a lot of good music. Any of you familiar with a song called Shame and Scandal? Don't look at me like that, because hell, I ain't gonna sing it. I'm a young guy, but I'm a Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill, Gerald LeWitt type of fella. All the everything. That's what I'm saying. But I'll tell you how it goes. The name of this island is Grand Bahama. The city part of it is called Freeport. And the song goes, in Freeport City, there lived a family with much confusion, as you would see. A mama and a papa, a boy who was grown. He wanted to marry, have a wife of his own. He found the young girl who suited him nice. He went to his father to ask his advice. Father said, son, I have to say no. The girl is his sister, but your mama don't know. It seems like every girl he finds he wants to marry, and he takes her home, his father says to him, son, you gotta shop around. You see, she's your sister too, but your mama don't know about her. So the young man covered his head, and he went to told his mother what his father had said. His mother, she laughed. She said, go, son, go, and marry whoever you want to marry. Because your daddy ain't your daddy, but the sucker don't know. He thought he was fooling her, but she had them all figured out. Shame and scandal, baby, in the family. That's why all my kids look just like me. There's only one problem with that. They look like my brothers too, sir, because all of us look alike. So who's doing what we can't tell, not by looking at least. It's crazy, you know what I mean? We have a very old but it's a true saying. Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. That song reminds me of a friend of mine. Him and his wife has 6 kids. And he always had this bad habit of referring to his wife as mother of 6. I told him one day, I said, you know, buddy, I don't think she likes that. He says to me, oh, she's okay. I said, all right, no problem, man. That same evening, they went to a party. So when he was ready to leave, he shouted across the room, hey, mother of 6, I'm ready to leave. She replied, yes, father of 4, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
So he followed the hard way. Only 4 of the kids is his own. All upset and stuff. And, you know, the moral of this other joke is never go to bed angry. On the way home, he decided that he's not speaking to his wife is not speaking to him. And then he remembered to himself, now wait a minute, I gotta wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to catch a plane. I'm not speaking to my wife, so I'm not gonna ask her. So here's what he did. He wrote a note. Honey, please wake me up at 5 o'clock. He takes the note, puts the note on her side of the bed on the nightstand, knowing that she will obviously see the note and wake him up. The next morning, he woke up at 9 o'clock, angry as hell. Why didn't his wife wake him up? He looked on his side of the bed on the nightstand. She left the note. Wake up, honey. It's 5 o'clock. Never go to bed angry, man. You agree?
Yeah, man.
I gotta tell you. Listen, you guys are in trouble. Let me get rid of you quickly. I need to get rid of you guys quickly, man. You're a bunch of trouble, man. Okay, how many of you think we drive on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah, man.
Lord of mercy. I'm going to address that right now. But first, we're going to go around this circle. And once we do, we're going into part of the island. It's called Lucaya. The name Lucaya comes from 1492, as history has it. The first island Columbus landed on in the Bahamas was an island that he called San Salvador. Over the years, the island used 3 names: San Salvador, Watlands Island, and Guanahani. We get the name San Salvador, meaning Holy Savior. As Columbus explored on further and arrived in the Grand Bahama, he landed on the eastern end of the island. And it is there he met a tribe of Indians. They were called the Lucayan Indians. So that's where we got the name from, Lucaya, for the area in which we're in right now. Got it?
Got it.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, you actually drive on the wrong side of the road in the States. Literally, you do. I'll explain that. Before cars was anywhere in sight, as men walked, as we still do today, push, shove, drive things, the left-hand side was used, even in the United States of America. But if you were to ask 99.9% of Americans, you don't have the slightest idea what I'm talking about. Reason being, through the generations, they didn't pass the history of it down to you. And they don't teach it in your schools. I don't know, it's like they want you to forget or something. I'm lost to it. The U.S. break away from Great Britain in January of 1776, 239 years ago. When that happened, a lot of immediate changes were made. And as time went by, additional changes were made. One of you, how many of you, and I can almost say this, that none of you can tell me that you know for sure the side that you move on now is one of the signatures of the independence. You didn't know that, did you? Because he didn't tell you. Among many other changes, when the first dictionary was written, they actually changed the way you spell and pronounce words. Because you used to spell and pronounce words exactly as we do, the English way. Some of you should know that. Now, we were talking about it about a week or 2 ago, and a gentleman from New York, after I would have explained that, he says to me, he says, David, I hear you, but I don't know about that, buddy. I said to him, you don't have to take my word. When you go home, look it up. It's in your books, in your country. He said he will do that. But he says to me, he still believes the left-hand side is the wrong side. I said to him, I said, okay, buddy, I tell you what. I'll give you a couple of points and facts. I looked at him, I looked at the lady sitting next to him. I said, is that your wife? He said, yes. I said, now I want you to say real loudly for me. When you got married, which hand you put the wedding ring on? Okay. When you open a book to read, not the introduction, when you begin to read a book, what side do you read from first? Okay. When you pledge your allegiance to the United States of America, where do you put your hand?
Your heart.
Okay. When the men of the armed forces, the honorable men, I say, honorable, what do they say as they march? Every military force in the world is always left. It's an insult to march up on the right foot. You change as a part of your rebellions, showing the world you're different, you're doing it your way. We're going to drive, or we're going to move to the right hand side. That's one of the signatures of your independence. That's all it is. As we speak today, majority of you are the minority. The majority of the country still kept the original side of movement, which is to your left. Gentlemen, if a woman walks to your side, what side of you should she be on?
Left.
Always to your left. Back in the day, or even today, see, you can't have her to your left because you moved to the right in the States. But remember now, if a man carries a sword or arm or gun, whatever it may be, it's always to his right. So if she's to my right, how am I going to get to it? Or I'm shooting in the foot trying to get to it. You never thought of it like that, eh?
I got
See, if I walked we kept the original side of movement, which is to the left. So if I was to walk with a woman to my side, and she's always to my left, wherever I turn, she's literally out of harm's way. Hey, that's all right. You are the very, very minority. The majority of the world is right-handed. Okay? I gotta tell you, hey, it doesn't matter what side we drive on now, don't get me wrong. It's all about sharing the knowledge. So that you guys don't think that we drive on the wrong side. We don't. We got the original side of movement, which is to the left. Hey, to the left, to the left. You notice a song what it says? The bike is outside to the left. Look what the Bonsi song means, to the left. Guys, this side here is the south side of the island and has a uniqueness to it, a canal system, which is man-made, stemming back from the 1920s to the day's date. This is man-made, but this leads to the ocean. There's nothing salt water about this. This is the actual ocean, all right? The island is well planned. How planned? Even though we have about 55,000 people, the infrastructure is ready for 250,000. Planning. Something we take very serious in the islands. Proper planning. We're about to arrive. You're going to beautiful Tino Beach, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you going? Tino Beach, yes.